The MLN Diagnostics and Management Workshop was held in Nairobi, Kenya, May 12th to 14th in the year 2015. And this conference was co-organized by CIMIT and AGRA. CIMIT, the International Center for Maize and Wheat Improvement, and the AGRA, the Alliance for Green Revolution in Africa, and supported by CARO, the Kenya Agricultural Research Organization. And then overall it was funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation together with the USAID. And also some other donors contributed. So the workshop attracted about 160 people that came from many countries, both in Eastern as well as Western Africa. Maize, we know that it is a backbone of Africa's food security. It occupies about 34 million hectares of sub-Saharan Africa's out of 194 million hectares of cultivated land, and it is produced under diverse climatic and socioeconomic conditions. And we have an estimated 208 million people in sub-Saharan Africa who depend on maize as a source of food security and for their economic well-being.
Latest findings indicate that if the MLN goes unchecked, it could spread to more countries in sub-Saharan Africa. Already, we know that it is devastating maize crops in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, DR Congo, South Sudan, and Ethiopia.
The problem that we're dealing with is of great concern to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, to USAID, to Syngenta Foundation, other donors who have invested heavily in maize research in the region to develop hybrids and varieties that are adapted to the conditions, circumstances, and needs of African farmers.
MLN is a complex challenge. The disease, as many people know now, is a combination of infection due to two major viruses. One is the maize chlorotic mottle virus and sugarcane mosaic virus. To deal with this complex challenge, there cannot be efforts that are put in by a few institutions. CIMIT has a role to play, CALRO has a role to play, IATA has a role to play, but along with this we need multi-institutional efforts and multidisciplinary synergies for effectively tackling MLN. What CIMIT is doing through this conference along with AGRA is to discuss all these important range of topics that are need to be implemented on a intensive drive in the coming months so that MLN management is very effectively done by partners and by farmers and stakeholders within sub-Saharan Africa.
After discussing in the workshop and coming up with a number of things, we needed to visit real situation where we can be able to see the MLN. So a trip was organized to the Naivasha where CIMIT and CARO together with others have set up a screening facility. This facility tests Jamprasim from the national research systems and also tests from the private sector. So the people nominate the materials, they come to this location and then they are tested. And the people really wanted to see what it is that has been done here. We have looked at one demonstration plot where we have hybrids that have come from the various sources and also inbred lines. And so that was the whole idea of coming here.
We will be successful. My proposition this morning to everyone is that we not feel defeated in the face of this admittedly challenging threat, but that we take a real can-do approach. Put on our thinking caps, roll up our sleeves, come up with practical measures, and then continue the links that we establish at this meeting to follow up, to consult, and develop a concerted force for controlling, defeating maize leaf necrosis, starting with this gathering.
One simple message to the farmer friends is there is plenty of hope. Amidst despair, amidst the devastation caused by MLN in East Africa, our simple message to the farming community is there is a lot of hope. Maize is such a wonderful crop. There is plenty of genetic variability in maize, and institutions like CIMMYT along with other partner institutions are very intensively engaged right now in developing MLN tolerant maize hybrids and varieties that can be scaled up and given to the farming communities. So there is a lot of support that is also coming in from institutions that are based in US and in other countries, and from public sector as well as from the private sector. And I strongly feel that together we can make a difference, and we can effectively tackle this complex challenge in the coming years. So hope, hope and hope. That's what my simplest message to the farming communities is.